Good to be speaking with Adam McKinnon this morning from Magmatic Resources. Adam, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Look, it's been a little while, Adam, since you and I last spoke. 2024, a significant year for Magmatic so far. At the end of the first quarter, this deal you announced with Fortescue concerning the Mile project. Just give us a quick recap on this deal.
Yeah, so this was an important deal for our company. It entails a $14 million potential spend over a period of 6 years for Fortescue to earn up to 75% of that project. Now, I guess at the same time, importantly, Fortescue also came onto our register as a 20% shareholder, which was very encouraging for us. And really what that's allowed us to do is to not only focus on Mile, but also focus on our other key projects in the area.
And so just as far as Mile, what are the upcoming work programs and news from there?
Yeah, so with Fortescue, we agreed to a sort of two-phase program for this financial year. The first phase entailed a pretty significant resampling program, and that was to go back and get some important geochemical data from holes, about 20-year-old holes that didn't have this data already. That will lead into the next phase, which will be a pretty significant diamond drilling program in the greater Corvette Kingswood area. And that'll entail up to 6 holes between 400 and 500 meters each of depth. So pretty exciting, and looking forward to that drilling commencing later in the year.
And as you say, this deal with Fortescue's allowed you to focus much of your attention on your other projects. Parks being a key focus for you. Of course, you've just kicked off this big IP survey. Just tell us a bit more here.
Yeah, look, this is a great story. This is a prospect we call Black Ridge. Following the Mile JV, we actually went back and had a look at this area, and we noted that there was a significant number of historic rock chip samples with very high-grade copper. When you dive down a little bit deeper, you see there's actually very little modern exploration on this area at all. There's a number of historic shallow workings over that area. And there's also a significant geochemical anomaly extending over about 6 kilometres in length, open in both directions. So that was quite exciting. Recently, we actually went back and did some of our own rock chip sampling. During that program, we returned copper results from surface of up to 6.5%. So, very significant amount of metal kicking around over a long strike length here. So the next phase for that particular prospect is, as you mentioned, a 23 line kilometre IP survey. That kicked off on Friday or last Friday. And you look really excited to see what might come from that. We're obviously looking for where we might be able to put some drill holes into this system.
Mm. And you're just southeast of is it the North Parkes copper mine here?
Yeah, absolutely. So this bit of what we call Black Ridge is more of a trend. But yeah, about 15 kilometres to the southeast of the North Parkes mine. It's actually hosted in Ore Division Volcanics called the Gnumbler Group, and they also overlie the North Parkes mine. So very similar geological environment.
And look, Adam, you've also been busy at Wellington North, undertaking some air core drilling plus some soil sampling.
Yep, that's right. So once again, following that JV, that allowed us to get out onto our other projects, and Wellington North is really significantly prospective for Boda style discoveries. We've actually recently gone back to Lady Ilsa and done some air core drilling there. We got amongst our best, in one particular hole, amongst our best copper and gold results to date from air core drilling at that prospect. And that is definitely an area we'll be looking at for follow-up in the future. The other thing we've done recently is we've actually done some soil sampling right up against our tenement boundary adjacent to what Alkane call their Boda 4 prospect. That area actually produced gold up to 0.92 grams per tonne in soils, which is significant for soils. And at the moment, we're actually following that area up with further soil sampling just to see if we can further define that particular anomaly. On Wellington North, we've also got an RC program that's been slightly delayed due to weather, but we're still planning to get back into a place called Rose Hill and put some RC holes into a prospect there that has some known shallow copper and gold mineralisation.
Just remind us of the size, Adam, of the Boda discovery next door.
Yeah, so Boda at the moment sits at 14.7 million ounces equivalent. And a lot of work has gone in there since 2019, sorry, since the discovery. And it represents one of the biggest porphyry discoveries in Australia and one of the biggest discoveries, full stop, in recent times on the East Coast. So to have a tenement package that surrounds that discovery is pretty exciting.
Most importantly, Adam, with at the end of June, cash sitting around 6.3 million, a market cap around 25 million. How would you summarize the investment case in Magmatic?
Look, it's a pretty simple case. We've got some excellent ground. All three of our projects have tier one potential for both copper and gold discoveries. It's not just a pie in the sky thing. We're actually sitting adjacent to world-class discoveries and deposits. We've got cash in the bank, and we've got a team that's made discoveries in the past. So great ground, and look, I'm pretty excited about what we've got coming in the future, to be quite honest.
And I suppose this Fortescue deal means the cash you've got currently is lasting a bit longer also.
Absolutely. On top of the 10% operators fee we get for operating the joint venture at this stage, part of our time and part of our wages are actually going, towards that JV. So our cash burn has gone down significantly since that JV was announced.
Great to speak, Adam. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.